months, depending on how often a laboratory uses it. It doesn't need to be changed out every single PM cycle, preventive maintenance cycle, but you do need to look at it and inspect it every time you crack one of these open. A lot of times it gets dirty inside, clean, depending on the buffer solution we're using, a lot of spillage, clean a little bit of that up. But he's going to go over all these things, troubleshooting, volumetric calibration, temperature calibration. He'll go into depth about the error codes that come up on it. There's 15 in there, but actually since they added the 7100 and 2500, there's now, I think, 18 error codes that come up on the front of it. What to do in the event you get any one of those error codes. We'll talk to you about every one of the printed circuit boards that are on site there, because there's different PCBs. There's one in the front, there's another one that's in the front up here, another one in the front back here, and there's one in the back here. So there's a couple of different PCBs inside, and knowing what each one of them do, what functions on them, and there's several fuses inside, all of different capacity. Well, there's one for the motor, there's one for the heater. Because of the way, this is very robust how it works. I don't know how familiar you are with the Easy Fill, but it definitely, it'll dispense anywhere from 250 to 1,000 milliliters of media, and it can be an SLS or buffer. And it gives you volumetric accuracy, it degasses on the fly, and it heats it on the fly. So it'll dispense heated media at between 250 and 1,000 milliliters, usually in about a minute and a half. So it degasses that quickly, and it heats it up that quickly.
Yeah, but actually we had the issue with that in Pliva because of degassing capability. Yeah, because the inlet water was around 10 and the gas not more than 7.
Wouldn't go down below 7?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think what the specification is. Specification is, I think above 8, it's supposed to remove 5. So that, there may have been an issue with that. But again, I think anything above 8 parts per million, it should remove at least 5, I think is what the specification is. Anything from 5 to 8 should lower it to below 5, and anything below 5 should just make sure that it maintains it below 5, depending on what your starting media. I'm saying whatever your starting media is, it should remove that much of it. So generally speaking, you're going to have it at least below, probably 8 parts per million minimum. And if not, lower than that. It should be moved, I think, a minimum of 5.
I don't remember correctly the values because I was not doing that before.
Okay.
There was an issue with that.
Well, he'll definitely go over all those things and what to do with it, how to test the different issues inside of it. There's a thermocouple inside, what resistance rating you should be getting on it. He's pretty good. Jack's been with us as a repair technician. He's not a validation, although he does do some validation. He wasn't hired to be a validation specialist. He was hired to be a field service technician doing repair work. He came to us from the United States Navy. He's an electrician by nature also, kind of like from the same block I am. Very hands-on mechanical aptitude. He's been with us for, I'll say 5 or 6 years, but he definitely knows everything about this unit. As I said, a lot of the guys we have here that come on board learn all the equipment, but we also some of the guys tend to specialize in 1 or 2 of the units and become the go-to guy for that particular
So
unit.
what about the happy washer we will do tomorrow?
But that's the washer. Wasn't part of this, but wait, what do you need to know about it?
Nothing, but
You need
it's...
a certificate?
yeah,
There's nothing to it.
I know.
Have you done one before, right? Yeah. All right. Is there any other certificates everybody needs like that? Well, I mean, the little equipment I'm not worried about. I mean, again, we can't capture everything in a class. Typically, I was told at the beginning of this, what are we going to do for the class, and it was supposed to be limited to about 5 instruments, because that's about all you could handle in a given week. I don't want to go blasting through it any quicker than that. Technically speaking, when I bring my technicians in, we hire somebody off the street to start working here at Distek. I bring them in for about 3 weeks, and I train them just on baths. We go through just the bath functions, how to work on the baths, troubleshooting techniques, and the PBTs, the chemical calibrator tablets. We only do that for the first 3 weeks, and then we send them out with people on the road to get them up to speed and acclimated with how the laboratory environment is and how to work on the units. But I don't even touch the other equipment yet. I won't bring them back in for probably 2 months before I bring them back in to learn how to work on the auto sampler and everything else. So we can go over all the information, but I don't know how much of it you're going to retain if we're fast tracking it. And I know most of you are here just to get the certificate anyway. So if you want the certificate for that, I'll give it to you because there's nothing to that. That's good. There's nothing to that. You guys will know when I bring it. These ones here, I'm just going to put the information on. I don't know, these are the ones you guys gave me. But if there's, you'll know which one's yours. I'm just gonna, you can come up and grab them when I'm done. What was that? Oh, yeah, there's not too much to that.
Yeah, you open it, you clean it.
You have to clean it out, you have to, the troubleshooting's all on top of it, as far as electronics. You rarely see anything electronic go bad on it. It's not something that happens. The worst thing electronically that happens on that goes bad is the power cable. Because of going in and out, it's on this rotating system that goes into the bottom, and a lot of times that ends up breaking the connection in there. We've had to change that several times.
Yeah, but actually we're discussing with the vessels. You know, that I think we have two of these heavy washers. It's heavy washer because it's vessel washer, and installation vessel, it means heavy, so we call it heavy washer. But actually, others use dishwasher, or electric dishwasher for cleaning vessels, and the vessels like, you know, scratch all over. So
Usa otro puerto USB.
down there and explaining them why you need to buy another tank
Well,
of this.
that's a good thing to have, but there's two things I don't like about it. Two things I don't like about it is usually, I know how it is overseas, but here in the United States, usually the old guy in the lab that's been there for 20 years is the guy who's doing the washing of the glassware. So you're taking somebody's job away by putting that in the lab. That's the first thing. The second thing is it only holds enough media in it to do 4 baths. And then you have to empty it back out again. And emptying it out and filling it back up again with media takes you 15, 20 minutes. So it's only good for about 4 baths until you have to empty it back out. But how do you get it any bigger?
How many vessels
You
per
clean 4 of
bath?
them and then
It'll do 6 to 8 vessels per bath. It'll do about 4 baths.
It's enough.
It can be enough, depends on, I don't know, I don't know how small the labs are where you go, but
If you
some of the
need
labs.
to pull out all vessels and wash by hand,
Yeah.
you will be slower.
No, I do it by hand when I'm doing my chemical tests. I can get them washed in 5 minutes. But I walk more to the sink, I wash them, hot water, soap, rinse them off, take them back, and I'm ready to do my next test.
This is a must to have.
No, that's a good thing to have.
In
I'm not
order
trying
to-
Actually,
Hey, we manufacture it, I love it, but
no, actually the idea is good, but it should be maybe you should consider like putting you know the one big vessel washer underneath, I don't know, the bench, and then you have a piping on the.
Could do that.
And you just
or
switch the.
what about a removable tank?
that? But actually you clean 4 of them, refill it, empty it, then you go smoking, coffee, lunch, whatever, then it will heat up.
Yeah,
And then
right.
another 4.
Did you want to look at that disintegration at all?
Yeah, I
Is that what you're doing around? You got any questions on it?
I forgot my socks. The dirty one. Okay.
I don't know if you had